Hey guys, welcome back to Airsoft Addiction TV. I'm sorry for the little gap there. I said I'd try to get out at least one video per week. I was hoping like 2 or 3 per week, but it's been really busy with school and stuff, and I have a really bad cold, so if I cough or something like that, please ignore that. But this is going to be the first real video, I guess. Last one was just an introduction. And we're starting at the lowest end of the spectrum with our guns here. This is my beginner gun. This is the gun I started with, actually. This is my first AEG, sorry, I should say. Had a couple springers before that. This is a UTG AK47, they call it. I think it's like a 74U style beta, or 47 beta, I'm not sure. I'm not good with the AK stuff, although I do like them. And I'll just give you a little bit of overview on the gun. It's about 2 years old, and it's still in great condition. I'd actually recommend this gun to anybody beginning airsoft for their first AEG. This was my first, and I'm extremely happy that I bought it. It was $165 shipped, so it's compared to some, I think that's around the same price as the G&G combat machine, which is full plastic. This actually has quite a few metal features, and I believe the combat machines have plastic gearbox inside them. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but this one does have a full metal gearbox inside it. I'll show you that after, if I remember to. Anyways, I'll just go over what the gun comes with and some features on the gun. So obviously you're going to get an extremely short unjamming rod, cleaning unjamming rod, because I believe the barrel is less than 200 millimeters in this gun. Very short, very short. UTG sling. It's actually quite a high quality sling. Very, very strong. Not going to break on you at all, especially not under the weight of this gun. It's not very heavy. It does have some texturized rubber on there. Hopefully you can see that. It's those gray patches there, which is kind of a good thing because it's not going to fall off your shoulder. But on the other hand, when you're trying to transition, that'll dig into your vest or whatever you're wearing, and it'll make it hard for you to transition left to right. So it's a decent sling. It'll hold the weight of the gun. Next thing is your gun. It'll come with this tri-rail on there. Just give you a rough view of what it looks like. Oh, I think I got it backwards on there. Anyways, it'll come with this on here, and there'll be a rail on each side. I took it off personally because I didn't love the look of it, and there's a little hole there. I think if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. You can see the sights through, but through that hole, which is great, but I just didn't like the look of that. I liked it better without. Gave me a better sight picture with the gun. So that's that. Next we have the 8.4 volt 1800 milliamp large type battery, which is nickel metal hydride. It's kind of a con because you can't find large type as easily, and this battery is absolutely massive. It is 1800 milliamp though, so it will last you quite a while in the field, which is a good thing because beginner gun, beginners usually like to just spray everywhere. Comes with a standard trickle charger, obviously large type connector on the other end. Takes about 4 hours to charge. I think I've overcharged this to 9 hours once maybe, and it's fine. I think I forgot it at home. I'll just go over the gun. Starting at this end, it had a orange trumpet flash hider, which is extremely ugly. So I cut it down quite a bit and painted it black, sanded it off and stuff. Excuse me. And I think that looks a lot better. This is all metal. I'm not quite sure what that is called. Gas block is plastic. Front sight post plastic. Front handguard is ABS, but it has a textured rubberized grip on it, which is very nice. It does rub off after a while though and lets the plastic show through. Excuse me. It's not the highest quality plastic, but it's not the worst I've seen. It's not clear soft plastic. You do have standard Israel on the bottom. Very small. I found it hard to get some grips on there because it slants away pretty quickly, so you have to have a pretty small grip to fit on there, which is kind of a con. But realistically, you don't really need a grip for this gun. It's not that heavy. It's not that hard to keep on target. Standard roller coaster sight with the AK up, windage, or elevation, sorry, and distance, overall distance. The sights, it's hard to get a good sight picture. I know some people can widen the sights. This one, the sight's actually full metal and removable, so you can't really, you'd have to Dremel it out. But the sights don't work that well anyways. The gun doesn't have a very good hop-up unit. But the BBs still go quite far. I'd say you could get, when I first got this gun, I was probably getting 130 feet out of it, accurately, fairly accurately, like maybe 7 out of 10 on a man-sized target, which is good for a beginner gun, of course. But that was mostly just looking where I was shooting. The sights don't do very much. Next is the body, which is actually just polymer, and it's, I don't know if you can tell, but it's almost gray. This whole piece is almost gray, and then all the furniture is black, which is, it gives it a nice look. It's not bad. But that's polymer. And the selector switch, charging handle, not a bad noise, and upper receiver, sorry, is all aluminum. So it gives a lightweight feel to the gun, but it's also nice that you have some metal parts on there other than just plastic, especially for the price range of this gun. The magazine release is plastic. Trigger guard's metal. Trigger's metal. Grip is the rubberized, textured plastic, ABS polymer again. And the stock is the ABS textured polymer. So, battery. It has quite a large battery compartment, if you can see in there, because it holds this. But that's about all you're going to get in there. That's about the biggest you can get in there. You could find some 9.6s smaller, I'm sure, but they do have to be large type connector. You have a swivel point on this side. It's actually the base of the swivel point, right? This part is plastic, but then the actual swivel is metal. Held in with 4 screws, so it's not going to come out. And I've used a sling with this before. I've dropped it and stuff, and it holds up pretty well. Some things I didn't like about the gun. This selector switch, it's loose right now. It comes loose very often. Not a big deal at all, though. It's a very easy fix. Just pop this off. I can get it off. Yep. And there's a screw right there. You just tighten that screw. Excuse me. And you're good to go. It'll click in better. Right now it's a little loose still. The dust cover is a little weird. Sorry, not the dust cover. The upper receiver is a little weird to get back on. I can take it off and show you guys the gearbox. Here's that. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, there's actually a plastic piece over the gearbox, but hopefully you can see through there the metal pieces. The gearbox is full metal. And quite hefty actually. It's pretty thick metal. Pretty big gearbox. Getting it back on isn't too difficult, if I remember how. Just gotta get it, and then you actually gotta push the button down, I think. There we go. Okay, so that's back on. Some other things I didn't like about the gun. I actually don't have too many complaints. It does come with 2 mags. Let's see if I can find one. This one. Pretty cheap plastic. They fit well though, but they are not normal mags. Excuse me. If you want to put normal mags in this gun, you're going to have to shave them down. Because, like this one, they fit and they feed fine, these high caps, but you can just pull them out. They shouldn't go anywhere. I've never had a problem with them falling out, unless you bang it off something that might come out. But if you're just running around, even with a full thing of BBs in there, it's not going to come out. It's in there decently, but you know, if you hit something, it might come out, and that could get you killed. Not too much to complain about this gun. I'm looking at it from the perspective of a beginner gun, of course. It is, I'd say, the best beginner gun on the market. You have metal parts, metal gearbox. FPS out of the box is quite low, comparable to Tokyo Marui maybe, because I believe it is a clone of the Marui Beta. But, correct me if I'm wrong there again. It's shooting right now. I've had it for 2 years, so the spring has deteriorated, of course, and now it's shooting around 250. I chronoed it a little while ago. But I think out of the box it shoots around 290, which isn't bad for beginner players. They usually are just used to getting into getting hit, and they don't want to be lit up with 400 plus FPS. So that's not bad. It's got standard AK style hop up, just back for hop up, forward for no hop up. It's not very good. I think I mentioned that before. But this thing, excuse me, will sling BBs out there to about 130 feet. And if you're on full auto, you should be able to get one BB in the vicinity. Maybe hit the player. Maybe just keep him down until you can get close enough to hit him. But yeah, I definitely recommend this to beginner players. It's the best beginner gun on the market, like I've said a bunch of times, like 3 times now, I think. In my opinion, it's easy to use, like functionality. Oh yeah, that's another con. Normally AKs are safe, full semi, I think is how normally they're. Yeah, normally safe, full semi. This one's safe, semi, full, which is a little bit weird. That means the gearbox is different from a normal gearbox, of course. So if you want to do any internal work, which I don't see why you'd want to do because this has held up perfectly for me for 2 years, but if you do want to do some internal work, dual sector gear or something like that, it's going to be a little different for you than a normal AK gearbox. I took it apart. The motor, just not the best motor. It's not the worst, not the best. But altogether, it's a good gun. There's not really any trademarks on it. Semi-auto, it says OA. Might mean something in Russian. Full auto is AB. Also might mean something in Russian. Automatic blasting or something like that. Other side, you never like it, but it's always there. Warning, not a toy for 18 years and up, before using read owner's manual, made in China, and it has the caliber 6mm. If you can see right there, you probably can't, but it's on there. Altogether, it's a good gun. The other thing, sorry, it did come with another magazine, another 2 plastic 450 round high caps, I believe. The other one was broken. There was something inside. Excuse me. And it couldn't be fixed. But that's fine. Oh, I think I neglected to mention there's another sling mount up here if you want a 2-point sling. But that's it. So thanks for watching this review, guys. There's definitely going to be higher quality reviews of G&G guns, KWA guns. I just wanted to start at the lowest end, get this out of the way, or I get another video up for you guys. I have another slow motion, the first slow motion shooting video of my KWA M9. So that'll be up after this, and then I'll most likely do the review for that. And I'll just continually put out shooting videos, hopefully. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been the episode of Airsoft Addiction TV, and I'll see you guys later.